Morning. First of all, if you're in the UK, I hope you've survived the rain and storms. I think Storm Chandra was the latest one that we had. It's been really horrific, the weather. The towpaths, sorry, just keeping the on Sebastian. The towpaths, I've never known them this muddy. But yeah, all part of the fun. The good thing is the daylight hours are getting longer. At 5 o'clock it's still light, which is really good. We've spoken this morning to Bob and Rosemary of Narrowboat Sefton, and if you stick around to the end of the video, I think the big question that everybody's asking is the boat going to be written off or not? And we've got the answer, and if you stick around to the end of the video, we'll chat about that. Also, a big thank you to all those people that entered the competition to win a piece of my artwork. We had nearly 2,000 entries, so your support's been incredible. Thank you. Go on then. Oh, and we've also got some really exciting news. Our brand new boat that we're having built by Elton Moss and Ultramarine, we've had loads of updated pictures and all the joinery is done. The 17th of this month, Rob from Ultramarine is going over to install the batteries and the motor and the generator and the control panels, which is basically the operating system for our brand new boat. So we're really excited. This boat we're on now is going to get lifted out of the water on the 2nd of March. It's going to get repainted. I'm out of breath after walking the dog. It's going to get repainted. And then we may have to come off the water for a little while, but we've got somewhere to stay. And then the new boat should be ready at the end of March, is what we're hoping. Once it's in the UK, end of March, we're going to cruise that boat down to the Crick Boat Show for the end of May, for the actual Crick Boat Show. And you can see the boat there, so we're very excited. Right, well, enjoy this week's video and we shall see you at the end. So we got up nice and early. We'll hope to set off about 9:30 this morning. Phil's gone forward with Anthony so he can drop his van off and bring Anthony back to the boat. Phil's going to help us do the locks today. I think we've got 9 locks ahead of us. We've been moored at Wrenbury for 2 weeks. Just got back from holiday. Had loads of jobs to do yesterday and the weather was awful. So we've decided today's the day we're going to go for it. Looking forward to this cruise, really. And we're off. We've been here at Wrenbury for 2 weeks, haven't we?
Well, just over. We did actually have CRT, and they said that was fine.
Canal and River Trust.
Because obviously the breach and stuff, and then Hurleston was closed, and then we were away, so we couldn't move. But we did explain all that. They were okay with that. It's quite difficult here because of all the hire boats trying to manoeuvre around. It just, part of me is ready to move on because we've been here for a little while, but it's really cold this morning. Real shock to the system.
It is, yeah. On holiday it was about 24, 25 Celsius, so we're now back to about 6 Celsius at the most.
Yeah.
It was 2 degrees Celsius when we landed at Manchester Airport, so that was a real shock.
Yeah.
So ahead is Wrenbury Lift Bridge, and on the right hand side you've got the pub The Dusty Miller. They do good food and there's a really great quiz on a Saturday night. And over on the left hand side is the ABC Leisure Group. They're really going to struggle this year with hire boats, so if you can, please support them.
Cheers, Phil. Okay.
Our narrowboat was really low on fuel while we'd been away, and we were worried for Phil because he needed it for heating and to top up the batteries. Now ABC Leisure Group normally supply fuel, but they had a problem with their pump, and it was at least 3 weeks before it got fixed. Luckily for us all, Sven on the fuel boat Chamberlain managed to break through the ice and make it as far as Wrenbury.
Bit nippy, innit? Would you rather be on that beach?
Yeah, it's really cold.
You've got suitable attire on now, Anthony?
Sort of. I need to find that thing that Jackie bought me.
Hood.
That hood, furry hood thing, it's really good.
I've
It covers your neck as well.
Well, we've got a journey today of about 5 hours if we fill with water, 5, maybe 6 hours, and 9 locks, and a couple of lift bridges.
Yeah. We've got Phil helping, haven't we? Which is good.
We've just passed Phil and Lynn.
All right, mate.
a lovely couple, aren't they, Phil?
Yeah.
I feel bad we've not spent any time with anyone because we've been away for 10 days.
I know, yeah. And then, well, we spent New Year with them, didn't we? New Year's Eve. Oh. All right. So I'm off to work as well later. So I'll be travelling to work. I won't be working till tomorrow.
Yeah.
I feel a bit out of practice.
No. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We've got a lot of new subscribers since the events of the 22nd of December. Thanks for joining us. A lot of people that had no idea the canal systems even existed, which is crazy.
It is crazy, yeah. I mean, obviously, you take it for granted over here, but even when we didn't have a boat, we're always down the canals because it was just so nice, wasn't it? The scenery and stuff.
Look at Booker in
I don't care what I look like. It's really, it's my ears are too cold to care.
This is a manual lift bridge and you operate it with a windlass. Some of these bridges take 30 or 40 revolutions. They really do keep you fit.
Come on, Indiana.
Thank you very much.
Cheers for work too.
That's all right. Thanks for doing the bridges.
Anthony's gone inside to make lunch, I've gone inside to make hot drink, and Phil's taking over at the tiller. Not only did Phil look after Sebastian while we were away on holiday, he looked after our boat, and the reason he's helping us today, he's having problems with his own boat and he's leaving it at ABC to get fixed. He really is a good mate. Oh, Sebastian's only just turned 1 and he's really getting used to us operating the locks. He's quite chilled.
Well, that was Swanley Lock number 1. We've got Swanley Lock number 2, and then we've got the Hurleston flight, and it's just gone 12 o'clock. I can't believe how quick we've done this. That's Anthony, in case you're wondering.
I look like the Phantom Flanflinger. Do you remember that?
The Phantom Flanflinger from Tiz was. I think you'd have to be in the UK to know what that is, Anthony. We met the Phantom Flanflinger. He's a magician. Phil's got ahead to set the next lock, and we should be passing Swanley Marina in a minute.
Well, we've passed Swanley Marina and we spotted our good friend Zoe, whose first night on the canal was the 22nd of December. We're going to stop at the services here, fill with water and get rid of our rubbish. It takes us about an hour, so we have our lunch here too.
Yeah.
And this is the lock flight at Hurleston. There are just 4 more locks left for the day.
It's because it's so low, isn't it? I can't believe the bloody time how well we've done. That's felt like the shortest trip ever down here. We've filled with water, got rid of our rubbish, had some lunch, Sebastian's had a walk, and we're now walking towards the top of the Hurleston flight.
It's always a bittersweet feeling reaching these locks. We're getting off the Llangollen Canal and this has been our 4th winter. It's probably our most unforgettable, but we still love this stretch.
it. Before you know it, we're at the last lock on the Hurleston flight. I think that's probably one of the quickest journeys down we've had. Oh, big thanks to Phil for his help today. How's your day been, Phil?
It's been tiring, Paul.
Has it?
It has been tiring. Have you enjoyed it though?
Yeah.
Because I ain't had to steer much.
Yeah.
Although I have got proof that I was steering because I filmed myself.
Oh. I'm just surprised you're tired because you've not done much.
You were. Shall we go into what I have done?
Yeah, you've done a lot. Thanks, Phil. It's made the day a lot easier and a lot quicker. You've even been cooking, haven't you, Anthony? While Phil's been steering and doing a lot.
I've cooked dinner for us all, and I've got to go to work, and I'm going to do a 5k run before I go to work.
I can't wait for spring so it doesn't like you robbing a bank.
Yeah, I know. I'm freezing. This is cracking this. Thanks, Jackie.
How's your day been, Sebastian? Exhausting? Exhausting.
Just look at that muddy towpath. I can understand people not enjoying winter out on the cut.
Yeah. Something else. Does this start going first?
First.
Well, that's it. We've made it. We're right opposite the old Barbridge Inn, and it feels so good to be back here and off the Llangollen Canal. We're on a bit of a shelf, so tomorrow I may move the boat round the corner to Venetian. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video this week, and again, a massive thanks to Phil. The reason that Phil couldn't move his boat is because he had a few problems with his engine. It's now been sorted, and he's cruised down and moored directly in front of us. So welcome back, Phil, and again, thanks for your help.
We're going back over briefly to the site of the breach that happened at Whitchurch in the early hours of the 22nd of December. This is on the Shops Union and Llangollen Canal. This amazing piece of machinery is digging out a ramp so that the two boats at the bottom of the breach, which is Narrowboat Sefton and Narrowboat Ganymede, can be pulled safely away from the hole with cables. We'd like to say a really big thank you to Steve from YouTube channel Caught Above the Cut for sending us this footage. If you've not seen his channel, check it out. And the plan is to drag these two boats forward towards this cofferdam, then build another cofferdam behind it, get rid of the first cofferdam, and then send the boats down to Grinley Brook. If you saw our video from a couple of weeks ago, you would have seen Narrowboat Pacemaker being lifted out of the water. This is Narrowboat Sefton, and she really is buried deep into the mud. There's been a lot of media coverage, as you've probably seen, around this event because the images from the night were quite shocking, and also we've never known boats actually be washed down into a breach. Ganymede is safely in position up against that first cofferdam. Once they drag Sefton up alongside, they can build a cofferdam behind, fill it with water and remove that top cofferdam. And just a couple of days later, Ganymede is already out of the water and Sefton is being dragged over to that crane to be lifted out of the water and lowered onto a truck. The owners of this narrowboat, Bob and Rosemary, have been on board for 8 years. They've had family issues to deal with and they still haven't been up to see Sefton themselves. Thanks again to Steve from Caught Above the Cut for filming these images and allowing us to share them on our channel. As we said earlier at the start of this video, Bob and Rosemary have since been up to look through Narrowboat Sefton and they've told us the outcome. With regards to the 3 boats that were caught up in the breach, we know that Pacemaker, Paul's boat, is out of the water, it's been lifted out of the water, it's been re-blacked, it's had all the checks done and it's now back in the water. So I bet Paul and his partner are just relieved that they can carry on and get some kind of normality back. We've been speaking to Fleck and Anita. Their boat's been lifted out of the water and that's been re-blacked and it's having checks done. They're hoping to be back in the water very soon, so we'll let you know what happens with them. And then we had a conversation this morning with Bob and Rosemary off Narrowboat Sefton, and that was the first one that went into the breach. And that's why I was so emotional. We were both so emotional on the day because we knew Bob, he's a lovely guy, and we couldn't believe that was his boat down there. There's been a lot of speculation as to whether the boat's going to be wrote off or not. And the conversation that we've had today, they drove up from Kent this week to see the boat for the first time since the actual breach that happened just before Christmas. And they had a sort of 5% hope that they could fix the boat with the insurance and the GoFundMe and get back to cruising. But he said as soon as they walked onto the boat, that just went, because it's just full of mud. All their belongings that they've collected over the past 8 years are just ruined. The interior of the boat is just wrote off, and he said the smell of diesel and mud stayed with him for 3 days. So obviously they were upset about that, and Sefton, that's it, is no more. Whether anyone else can do the work on it, I don't know. It's not something that Bob and Rosemary want to do themselves. So they're going to stay off the water for a little while, do things land-based that they've not done for a long time, and then start looking for another boat. So we wish them well, and quite sad news about Sefton. Now, before I announce the winner of the art competition, we're reaching out with an appeal for the Canal and River Trust. A lot of viewers overseas didn't realise that the Canal and River Trust is actually a charity, and it would be a real shame to lose the beautiful canals and rivers that we cruise along. And not only does it affect people who cruise on narrowboats, leisure boaters, traders on the canals, but also all the trade and businesses along the canals, cafes, pubs, shops. They really do need our support. And if you can donate, that would be fantastic. We'll leave a link, like we do every week on our video, to the Canal and River Trust. If you can make a donation, that will be gratefully received. And yeah, let's keep the canals and waterways going. So, because we had nearly 2,000 entries for the art competition, the only way we could do it, we couldn't write all those names down, was just to scroll through my phone blindly and stop randomly. And we stopped at Lewis Saunders. So Lewis, you're the winner of this week's competition to win an A4 print from my website. You can choose any print you like and we'll get that posted out to you. Congratulations, Lewis, and a big thank you to all those people that entered. And like I said last week, what we're going to do now, I think in the middle of the month, we're going to pick a winner from our Buy Me a Coffees, channel members and patrons. Once a month, we'll do a draw to win a piece of my artwork. Well, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a like, keep your comments coming, and please subscribe. It does really help us out. Take care. See you soon.